Hey guys, what's going on? It's Trevor Fulgering, your metabolic health specialist with another metabolic debrief. So I come online every day at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to teach you guys about metabolism, how it works, and how you can actually develop your metabolism so you become a fat burning machine. All right, so we're going to work with your metabolism and not against it. Today, we're going to be talking about something really important, which is stress. Because you have stress in your life and I have stress in my life. And one of the things we have to realize is stress is never going away. We're all going to have stress, whether that's life events, family events, marriage issues, relationship issues. Any type of stress accumulates in the body. And I'm here to tell you that stress is not the enemy. Okay, stress is not the enemy. Everybody thinks it is, right? Everyone thinks, oh my God, like I wish I could just live a stress-free life. Right? Isn't that what you think? Sometimes I think that way too. I'm like, hey, like I wish I could just get rid of all my stress and I would be happy and free and all that good stuff. But it doesn't work like that, does it? We're always going to have stress. So we should just accept the fact that we have stress and we want to focus on actually dealing with that stress in a very productive way. And I think this is the key topic that we're going to talk about today. Because here's the thing. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, right, when we were, living in caves and all that stuff, we were running away from saber-toothed tigers, right? But of course, we don't have saber-toothed tigers anymore. That's a stress that was, thousands of years ago. Today, obviously, we have different types of stress, right? We have deadlines at work. We have boss issues. We have family problems. We have kid issues. We have all this stress coming at us, right? We have work deadlines. We have lots of things that are just kind of coming at us, right? We have email deadlines and work deadlines, everything like that, right? You have a lot of stress in your life. And I'm not negating that in any way, but what we want to focus on is not like getting rid of the stress. We actually want to deal with stress a lot better. So I've got a bit of an analogy here to show you how your metabolism actually deals with stress. And this is one of my backpacks that I use for my workouts. So what I'm going to be doing is actually adding things into the backpack. So in the morning, when you get up, this backpack is nice and light and fluffy, right? There's no stress as you get up, right? But as soon as you, get up, have some coffee, maybe talk to your kids or your spouse, things start coming at you, right? So you got work stress and deadlines and everything like that. So let's pretend that these weights here, this weight here, this 8-pound weight is a stress, some type of stress that you feel in your body. So let's put that in the backpack, right? So this starts to feel a little bit heavier now, right? So we have a stress in the backpack. Now let's add other things. Let's add, like, say, for example, maybe you skipped your meals. Maybe, oh my God, this is getting heavy. Maybe you had a fight with your friend. Maybe your boss is telling you to do certain things that you don't want to do, and suddenly this backpack feels extremely heavy, right? And that's stress, right? So we're carrying this backpack throughout our day. It's super heavy, and it's very uncomfortable, right? So every day you're carrying around all of the stress. What does that do to your metabolism, right? What does it do? It actually pushes your metabolism into protection mode. Right? It pushes your metabolism into protection mode. And essentially what your body's trying to do when it has accumulated stress is it's trying to protect you, right? It's actually trying to protect you. And that's why fat loss can feel so frustrating, because stress is the number one thing that actually blocks your body's ability to start utilizing stored fat, right? And there's other metabolic issues that come along with stress, of course. I'm not going to get into that right now. A lot of it is due to like instability in your glucose, instability in your cortisol levels, high levels of insulin, all that kind of stuff, digestive issues, mood issues, all that kind of stuff. We're not going to obviously delve into that today. But what I want you to realize is we need really good stress management techniques. That's the key. The techniques are available to us because reducing stress is the number one thing that we need to do. Every single day, you're given a choice. Right? We can hold on to this stress, right? We can grab our backpack, right? We can grab our backpack and we can hold on to it. We can hold on to that backpack of stress, right? And we can feel burdened by it, or we can start to relieve it or release it, right? Because that's what we want to do. So imagine for a second, you go to bed with this backpack on. This backpack, this probably weighs a good 30 pounds. I think I put like 30 pounds of weights in it. Right? So you go to bed with this backpack on and you only get, say, 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of not even high quality sleep, just 5 hours of sleep, right? What happens is your body's not able to repair itself. So you're stuck with this backpack. You're stuck carrying around this backpack because you have accumulated stress in your body that you're carrying, Right? So you're carrying this accumulated stress day in, day out, day in and day out. That's called chronic stress. That causes the metabolism to crash, right? That causes the metabolism to crash. That causes you to gain body fat. That causes you to have metabolic dysfunction where your metabolism becomes very unstable. This is what we need to avoid. So how do we change that? How do we unload this backpack? Because that's really what we do. First off, guys, sleep is the #1 way to unload your backpack. So sleep, high quality sleep, not necessarily 8 hours, but high quality sleep is the one way to actually unload your backpack. Because if you're not getting really high quality sleep, you're not unloading the stress from your body, you're actually accumulating stress every single night. You wake up behind the 8 ball, right? So we need to unload the backpack, right? We need to get rid of the stress, right? And once we get rid of the stress, the backpack is light again, right? It's super light, right? You wake up feeling refreshed, feeling great, feeling like you can take on the day. Not because your life became easier or because you got rid of all your stress, because your body had finally a chance to actually repair itself. That's the key, guys. Sleep is the foundational aspect of everything. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is repair. Sleep is optimizing your brain. Sleep is optimizing your memories. Sleep, there's so many things. Hormonal balance when it comes to sleep. These are huge. Muscle recovery, muscle repair, right? We have to look at sleep as not just the end of the day, but it's actually the beginning of tomorrow. What a profound thought. Sleep is not the end of the day. It's actually the beginning of tomorrow. Because if you think of sleep that way, your sleep starts when you fall asleep. That's the beginning of tomorrow because your body has the chance now to repair. See, everybody thinks, oh, sleep, like I'm just going to cut corners and I'm going to, watch another episode of Netflix and I'm going to, keep scrolling. But that's not what sleep is about. You can't cut corners, right? We can't cut corners when it comes to sleep. We need to make sure we have high quality sleep so that our bodies can empty the backpack and we can wake up feeling repaired, refreshed, and ready to go again. Right? And that doesn't obviously mean that your life is completely solved of all stress. It just means we can deal with stress in a really elegant way. So that's what I wanted to talk about, guys. One of the things is stress management is really, really important. We have the choice to do a lot of things when it comes to stress management, exercise, better, deep breathing, box breathing, meditation, yoga, stretching, hot showers. All of that is available to us. We have to make sure we start implementing it. And that's why in our system, in the metabolic operating system, we are so adamant about recovery blocks. In your day, you have to have recovery blocks. Having time just not to worry about anything, just time for yourself, whether that's exercise, walking, hot shower, stretching, whatever it is. We need to get your body back into a parasympathetic nervous system state so your body can unload, right? Your body needs to unload the stress that's been accumulated in that day. Right? If we don't do that, we're actually falling behind, right? And we get accumulated stress and then our metabolism starts to break down. And that's where disease starts happening. So as I close this, guys, I want you to think deeply about this. When was the last time you woke up feeling refreshed? When was the last time you actually had an amazing night's sleep? When was the last time you actually woke up with your backpack completely empty and feeling amazing? Right? Because I want you guys to think about this because this is deep. We want to make sure that your sleep is not just sleep, it's actually complete recovery and restoration of your body. And that's how we're going to improve your metabolism so you can actually start to lose body fat more efficiently. All right. So that's it for me today. But the last thing I want to say, if you wanted to actually take some action today, I have a special 15-day metabolic reset that can help you rebuild your metabolism so fat loss becomes more efficient in your body and so you can start to lose body fat and feel better about your body and really literally get your body back. So I'm going to leave the link just underneath this video. Just make sure you click it. It's completely complimentary, guys. I don't take any money from you at this point. Like 15 days, you can just do it on your own and with you and me one-on-one, and it's a really great experience. So click the link underneath to register for our complimentary 15-day metabolic reset. Make sure you protect your sleep, guys. Uncover the stress. Make sure you get the backpack off your body so that you can recover. And let's continue to rebuild your metabolism. We'll chat with you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.